Greetings. Good doggy. Good boy.
Isn't all the hay? No.
What can you do?
Lord be with you.
I feel a lot.
What game would you like?
Courtiers for me.
Let's play.
I've heard about you, but you
God
can't
bless.
beat me.
Greetings to you, friend. I heard you're in need of money, friend.
Aye, true enough. I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? It's ages till St. Wednesday's last day, and they don't collect tithes before then.
You're
It's a
right,
good thing you
but
don't
I
throw
promised
like that
myself
all
I
the
wouldn't
time.
leave it till the last moment this year. So, have you got any ideas?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't leave it to the last moment
Let
this
it be
year.
now.
See you
I
next
want to
time.
play too.
Take care.
God bless. Best of
That
luck to you.
happens sometimes. Better you than me. Like that?
Nice out today.
Holy
Keep that up and you've
shit.
got it!
I really want to make a fool of that geezer. He'll be the laughing stock of the whole region.
Why is this all sticky?
See? You can do it! Keep it up!
Greetings, neighbour.
Same to you. And now we'll see. Good day.
We should do something to all them.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
I
That's
don't
enough
see
for
what
me.
you find so complicated. I just pick them up and throw them, then I pick them up and throw them
What is
again.
this?
That's all there is to it.
There. Better already. Ah, what kind of pig was sitting here?
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
Like
Loads
that?
of it.
Again? That's what you said last week. And the one before that.
It's good for you. Pickled
Done.
cabbage drives out the black bile and puts your fluids in balance.
What fluids?
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That turns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again, haven't you?
What if I have? It may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day, he
If I
told me
was
to give my
you,
cows dark
I'd
ale to
take
drink.
it.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like. But if I told you they gave 3 times as much milk afterwards, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pickle some cabbage,
And
friend.
now I'll fuck it
I'll
all
see you
up.
later.
Or
God
not.
be with you.
Aye. Farewell.
Hopefully I'll do it again.
That's what I'm talking about, damn it!
Bastard, eh?
That's how you have to play! You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Like that? Now I'll show you how it's done.
What are we gonna do?
That's
That's
enough
good
for
too,
me.
but you could throw better.
No, that's too harsh.
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bollock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me
And
the
you
bollock
act
on
like
the
you
Lord's
can't
Day?
even count to
You're
5.
not going to plough on Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
Except I don't have a bollock, And you won't lend me yours on any other day?
Go and see the priest.
Well, you're
If
not
he says
afraid
it's
of
all
anything.
right, I'll be happy to help you, friend.
See you next time. Take care.
Greetings.
Enough. That's it for me. I just can't believe it.
Innkeeper, a beer!
I suppose so.
Who are you?
I thought you would recognize a wayfarer when you saw one, young man.
Yes, of course. It's just better to ask first. These days, you can never be sure who you'll be running into.
Quite right. But seeing as fate has brought us together like this, would you care to buy something? I might have something that catches your eye.
You look well-travelled. I'm sure you can tell me what's new in the world.
Why, yes, good man, there's plenty going on. You know, I just heard there was a frog pox in Hamburg where the Elbe flows.
Frog pox? What's that?
Well, the frogs there all got sick. There's this one lake with frogs all around. And then one day they began to bloat until they burst. Boom! And their guts went flying all over the place. Absolute carnage on the shore there was.
But what was the meaning of it?
That's what the locals can't agree on. Except that it must be some sort of sign. That much is clear. The peasants say it means the lords are greedy, and if they don't mend their ways, they'll croak. Then you've got the church telling you it's a warning to the hamburgers to keep a strict fast, or they might, well, burst.
So no one knows then?
No. And the frogs keep on exploding.
Why not? What are you selling?
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
Careful.
I have that document from the rat house for you.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you.
I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make much of it. Who's this Hermes Trismegistos?
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can finally get the knowledge. Oh, good. This will come in handy. Ah, yes, of course.
What now?
That much? Gonna need more. A lot more.
Did you hear me? What now?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward for getting me the document. And maybe another little job? What do you say?
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I need to get to that wedding in Semi.
Don't worry. Your path is leading that way. Only it'll be a little longer than expected.
You promised you'd get me into that wedding.
I did, but I didn't say when. Besides, things are about to get really interesting. Step by step, we're moving closer to the great revelation.
Enough. I'm sick of listening to your cryptic blabbering. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. Alchemy! And when I say alchemy, I mean real alchemy. Not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then. Maybe I'll learn something useful.
I wouldn't be so sure. But I've taken you on as an apprentice. So I might as well tell you something. Now, pay close attention. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practices and theurgy, bring him to life.
A golem? What's that?
A golem is a helper brought to life using divine words. A living statue endowed with massive strength. Can be made of clay, wood, stone, basically anything. I'll make one out of flour. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic can use it to imitate the work of God. Just imagine. Do you know how helpful a golem would be at the mill? Carrying sacks, pulling wagons, standing guard. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik, but he'd have the strength of 10 men.
My word. That sounds incredible. I have to see it.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, you'll see soon enough. It's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour? For the good of mankind?
Exactly!
And what about the good of me? You promised me a reward.
You already know that you can learn the practical application of certain useful skills from me. But for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say, theoretical level.
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for bringing you the document, and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for some learning.
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. Here you go. So you don't go around saying that Miller Crazel is a pinch purse. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Short and to the point. That's my credo.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with the alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill? Or is it supposed to be some peculiar crazal wedding gift for a young Semming?
Nothing of the sort. The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem? And are you certain it'll work out?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I'll look around for that saltpeter pit of yours. I just hope you know where to look, that you can point me in the right direction, and also that you'll get me into that wedding as a reward.
Yes, yes, and yes. Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything you ask of her. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter, or saltpeter if you prefer.
So this Bonnie is some kind of witch who's in on this golem stuff.
Bonnie is someone I trust without question, and you should too. Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but also how to differentiate it from common salt. The main difference is it has kind of cooling taste.
Hold your horses. You want me to taste that nasty stuff?
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her in the lair. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my best people can get in.
How can I get to this lair?
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs along the way to see Bonnie. It would make her very happy. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that blabbermouth Zinnik. On the other hand, Zinnik might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
Bonnie spends time with Zinnik. She may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Run along.
To the lair.
Excuse me.
Good day to you.
You silly doggy.
Come here. Quick! Whoa!
Greetings.
I'm Henry, Miller Crazel's new apprentice. He sent me to search for a niter pit, and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will. I'm Bonnie. Nice to meet you.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.